Hi everyone, how's it going? So we're back again finally. Thanks so much for your big wait before we finish up this number 17 of the Taffanel Gaubert exercises. And it's so funny that I've been traveling quite a bit in the last few weeks, and that's why I couldn't make this last video and all. And whenever I was talking about I have to make this last video and I have to find time, and so a lot of flutists told me the same thing, that oh, don't get there too far, I'm only on the exercise number 4 or number 9 and so on. So that made me feel a little better and a little more lazy as well, I guess. But I am so glad that we've been doing this together, and personally I've learned a lot as well, and also realized that I've not been doing every exercise equally a lot, I was doing certain exercises more than the other. So I was doing mostly EJ number 4 and 10 and 11, and when it came to 14, 15, it was very foreign to me. But then I realized it helped me a lot in so many ways, doing good sound, legato, and I was more flexible in my fingers and so on. So I hope that would happen to you guys as well. Don't skip few numbers. Try to do equally a lot. I'm just telling you from out of my experience, so it's going to be very helpful to you. And here we go in the EJ 17. In the original book there are no titles, but in the new edition we put titles so that you can sort it better in your head. And in the last one, in the new edition, I put the title, I put the title as measured trills instead of trills, because a lot of us, when we think of the trills, it's wriggling your fingers, but it's not. We have to be in absolute control of the speed of the trills, so that at different phrases, different tempis, we should be able to play the speed of the trills and the expression of the trills differently. So it's not the same trill when you do, it's just a very fast trill. Or if you go to the second movement, you cannot play no, I would rather do in the context of the music. Sometimes it's the exact same tempo, sometimes it starts slower and it bloom and comes down and so on. But in order to do that, we need the finger technique so that we can express whatever we want to express the way the music is trying to say. So let's see at the page 58. Look at the first two bars. We're not just doing one note and say trill, it's actually written out 30-second notes. So try to play the 30-second notes. There's a difference between if you do no, it's not. It's rather easier to play as fast as you can. And if you do, it's harder somewhat to do it really consistent way. if you also can do the real fingerings, it's gonna be also very helpful to you. So in the first run, I didn't place my pinky down, so but I would practice both ways, so why not? And be as musical as possible. So we have the same trills in every 2 bars. So I would even try to make phrase out of it. Oh, it's hard. Next one. So on. Also, I would recommend using a metronome so that you can practice slower, steady, and a little bit faster, steady, and so on. And look at the measure 9. I played earlier like that, but also I would take some effort to do the original fingerings. I would practice even slower. And so on. So if you can hear that you're a little bit inconsistent, fluctuating in terms of the tempo, I would repeat it slower and then keep increasing the tempo. And let's move on to the next page. Look at measure 41. If you have we all have the trill fingerings. So my comment number 1 is, if you have the trill keys, use this fingers instead of this index finger. So because every finger has its own place on the keys, and we play like this, and we just simply move up. So that's where it should be. So on the 41, measure 41, the pitch is terrible if you play really slow, as you can hear. So if you have to do the trills really as fast as you can, that's what this is for. But then otherwise, for the practice purposes, I would try to play original fingerings again, but slowly. You know, and so on. Sorry, I wasn't consistent either. I should have played slower. And have a look at the new edition, measure 49. Same idea. If I just play the trills, the normal trills, and as fast as I can, it could be as easy as, and then, and you might think, what's the point of this exercise? But then take it slower, measured trill. And in the original book, as I said, it doesn't even say it's trills. So measured trill in 4/4, use your metronome. I don't have it with me because I'm using my phone as a camera. I have a metronome in there. But 49, for example, slower. See, it needs real complete control. And the other comment that I wanted to give you is the same idea. Try to do the original fingerings as well. And these are the moments that we appreciate so much, that there exist these trill fingerings, making our lives much easier. But then when it comes to the warming up or practicing in general, when it's easier, that means you're not making much progress as much. So it's okay when it's really difficult, and sometimes it's okay that you make your own life more difficult in your practice session. Not in your life, but I hope not. So that's the basic idea of this EJ17 and the last one of this book. And I wanted to close up this exercise by saying thank you for being with me and learning together with me and commenting. It's been really interesting process, and I probably would continue some other series, and we'll see. You're welcome to comment below what you want to hear more from me and discuss more with me and so on. So that's it for today, and thank you so much, and keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully very soon. And I'm going to add a few little comments for my Korean friends. 제가 한국어로 못해서 너무 죄송한 생각이 많이 들었어요. 근데 여러분들, 제가 왜 그랬냐면요, 이 책이 한국어로도 나온다고, 같은 출판사에서. 그래서 한국어로 나오면 그때 다시 한국어로 해야지 라고 생각을 했는데, 지금 다시 생각해보니까 여러분들이 너무 많이 기다리셔야 되는 것 같아서 한국어를 다시 해야 되나 했는데 이미 늦어버려서 계속 영어로만 밀고 가자 하게 되었던 그런 사연입니다. 그래도 책에 있는 이 노트는, 음표는 똑같으니까 여러분들이 많이 그래도 연습을 하실 때 그렇게 큰 불편은 없으셨을 거라고 저는 믿고 싶고요. 무엇보다도 기초 워밍업이 진짜 많이 중요하니까요. 여러분들이 지금 어떤 플룻 레벨에 있으시든지 간에 정말 그야말로 플루트 바이블이라고 하는 이유가 괜히 있는 게 아니거든요. 그래서 인내심을 가지고 열심히 하셨으면 하는 바람입니다. 그럼 건강하시고요. 또 다음 비디오 영상부터는 한국어도 꼭 넣겠습니다. 감사합니다. 안녕히 계세요.